Alright guys, welcome back. I wanted to post something a little bit later tonight, kind of do something a little different since it is late. This will be more like an ASMR video type deal because I think it's a lot of reading is what it says. But it's supposed to be a little bit scary and have something in it, so let's get to it. It's called Classroom Reunion. Yeah, let's jump into it. You could be next. Alright. Story is a warning, huh? Alright, sometimes I wonder why they keep the convenience store open that long. Okay. Just like last night and the night before, barely any customers came. Whatever, as long as I get paid. Okay. Looks like it's starting to rain right now. When I got home, guess I was lucky. Okay. Can't open the window and let the fresh air in without getting my laptop wet, though. Sigh. Alright. How should I kill the time tonight? A big disadvantage of being awake when everyone else is asleep was that I could have no one to chat with after getting home. Sometimes I play random games I'd find on the internet or watch some movie. Unproductive stuff. Which is probably a bad habit considering I haven't figured out what direction to take my life in. I know that feeling. Let me put on some music first. Okay, I hope I don't get copyrighted for this. It's perfect soundtrack for a chill rainy night. Okay, an email. Okay. I barely ever get any emails. The store manager contacts me via SMS and my friends via full chat. Huh, it's still emailed by Blaze Mark Tree. I haven't heard that name in forever. I've never heard of it. Blaze is an old classmate of mine. He was one of the smartest in our grade. No, probably the whole school. He also generally kept people at arm's length. I barely knew anything about him because of that. Why was he sending me an email? This mail looks oddly formal for an invitation to a class reunion chat. The way Blaze worded it made me seem more like a business opportunity. Either way, this sounded like a great idea. The only person I had to keep in touch with since leaving the school was my best friend Liv. Generally, I did enjoy my time at school, and most of my people in my class are pretty cool. Also, I'd love to know what they're currently doing. Maybe I could give me some ideas for my future. Alright, it's settled. Time to join the group chat. Not that anyone would be on this time of night. Seems like 3 other people aside from me have joined the chat so far. Alright, Liv and Mum. Blaze, someone called Gigi, and someone called Malik. Mike. Mike? That's a weird way to spell Mike. Okay. Oh, Blaze is writing something. Seems like he's still awake after all. Oh my gosh. Hello, Amy. It's nice to see you here. You are one of the first people to join this group chat aside from us 3 who came up with the idea of this class reunion project. The purpose of this group chat is to catch up with our past classmates to reforge connections. Let us know if you have any questions or concerns. You're the only one I know who writes such long paragraphs in full chat. Gigi. Please. Oh, and Gigi. And wasn't all that information already in your email? Blaze. It never hurts to make sure everyone is on the same page. Also, I would recommend spelling it in email, as it is a compound made of words of electronic and mail. You don't write e-business or e-learning either, do you? Okay. GG. Anyways, it's nice to meet you again, Amy. Alright. Nice to meet you as well. Alright. Sent. Oh, we're just gonna do that. Yeah. Okay. Not gonna lie, this is a lot of reading. I kind of saw that when I was... Yeah. I'm just gonna click these so I don't have to type this. I have to admit I'm not fully sure who those belongings to. Who, though, Amy? Okay. Alright. There's supposed to be some scary stuff in this, so I wanted to see what that is. There's also animal cruelty, and I might have to block some of that out. So, what's going on here? Oh, I told you using your full name as your chat name, or at least your first name. That's a weird way to spell your. Just like Amy would make things a lot easier. Okay. But Gigi sounds way cuter. Oh my gosh. Those, okay. Alright. We're into that. Anyways, I'm Angie. I don't know what that emoji is. We hung out one time, if you still remember. Now that she mentioned it, we did hang out once. We weren't particularly close though. Angie was someone who got along with everybody in our class, who was always surrounded by a bunch of other girls. Okay? It was the same when we went shopping. She only invited me directly and I wasn't sure how to decline. I initially assumed that we would go with a few people, but we ended up going as a group of 15. Hanging out with so many people at once was a bit much. I didn't dislike Angie though. I thought she would genuinely enjoy hanging out with her once, one-on-one. Blaze, let's see here. And you might know Mike as Mike. Yeah, it's a weird way to spell it. I don't mind his frequent, typical graphical errors. You'll have to get used to them. Typographical errors. Mike, hello. I don't know why, but that pisses me off the way he spells it. Anyways, he's a bit shy, but he'll open up to you in no time. Okay, let's just do that so we don't have to type that. Hi, Mike, I'm not sure, but I don't think that we've interacted much during our school time, did we? I don't think so. I don't think so. Is that a gay term? Like twunk or twink? Think. Okay, there we go. He just warned us. Blaze. Mike, I didn't have too big of a presence, so I'm not surprised you don't remember him. Only because he was shy, though. He was really good at sports. Okay. If he had been less timid, it would have been likely a very popular. You three seem close. You were friends back in school? I didn't remember seeing them hanging out together. Kind of, but it was Angie's fault. Don't make it sound like a bad thing. I noticed that Blaze and Mike always hung out alone, so I befriended them. Gigi, you sound like you're into him. We ended up hanging out frequently, and our friendships lasted beyond school. What are all these emoji things that she's putting out? Are these like sexual or what? Okay. Mike, I wasn't good at making friends. Blaze, I probably would have been fine alone, but it was still nice to have people I could share my thoughts with. Aww, says Gigi. Blaze, it was only by the way. It was by the way. Also, okay, this got to be Japanese because this was kind of worded weird. Angie's idea to create this group reunion chat. Mike and I ended up being dragged into it. Angie tends to be pretty disorganized, so I figure they'd need me to handle the administrative side. And I guess reforging contacts just in case they come handy later isn't a bad idea either. Mike, I joined because I was hoping that I could get to know my classmates properly since I missed out on it when I was in school. I noticed that this is Gigi. I noticed that you've become more outgoing recently, Mike. I think that's great. I can't stand this bitch. Amy. So what have you all been up to after leaving school? Gigi, I'll start. Wink. I know that one. Gigi, this might come as a bit of a surprise. I've been working on in software development. Oh, nice. This was a surprise indeed. Angie was very open about herself to anyone who would listen, but I never heard her being so into tech. Blaze, I personally think that there is no reason to keep your love from programming a secret back then, Angie. Mike, yeah, it wasn't anything bad after all. Gigi, well, I just thought I would make me seem weird or something. GG. Tee-hee. Little ball sack. Is somebody gonna explain what that is to me? That looks like a ball sack. GG. Well, my past suspicions are sometimes being confirmed, unfortunately. Give me 1 sec here. This is a lot of reading. I thought there's going to be more to this. Let's see. Gigi, there are some colleagues and clients at my company that make snarky comments. Okay, I know that emoji. They're just being poo-poo heads. Don't mind them. Mike. Yeah, I understand, Mike, now why you don't. You're like me. You talk really stupid. Anyways, Blaze, yeah. Know you how skilled you were at what you do. GG. Thanks, guys. Poking fingers at sideways ball sacks. Okay. Or her boobs. Anyways, GG, I'm glad I was able to talk to you about my hobby with you two back then, at least. GG. That was probably the reason why we got so close in the first place. GG, can you imagine my surprise, Amy, when Blaze came up to me out of the blue and told me that he knew that I was going into programming? GG, I totally thought he was about to blackmail me. Some weird duck alien thing? Blaze. ... Turns out he's just really smart and wanted to confirm his suspicions. GG. Like, it didn't make sense to keep a secret from Blaze and Mike after that. GG. I just poured my heart out above all nerdy stuff. I couldn't talk when I was anyone else to, then... Kissy face. Mike. A bit off topic, but that emoji you used gives me heartburn. Yeah. Blaze, it looks quite odd. GG, I think it's cute. GG. Anyways, you're next, Mike. You'll be surprised to hear what Mike has been up to, Amy. Actually, how about you guess it first? I didn't know Mike at all, so I wasn't sure how I was supposed to guess his current job. All I knew about him was that he was into sports back in school. Yeah. Something to do with sports? GG, I knew you'd guess that. It's probably a bit weird jump from sports, but I work with animals. Nice, Mike. Mike, I enjoyed sports in school, but I really like biology. I just like talking around animals and humans. So I ended up studying zoology and became a keeper. That's really cool. So you work at a zoo? Mike, yeah, it's really fun. Mike, I actually forgot to account for that I have work with other people even when working at the zoo. Mike, but my coworkers are really cool, and thanks to them, I became a bit more sociable. Mike, which is what I hope I can get to know my classmates properly. Now, I'm just gonna read it like fucking Wade writes it. I don't care. Mike, anyways, I probably wrote too much. Your turn, Blaze. Blaze's story is more interesting. Blaze, I see. My time has come then. Alright, Blaze. I knew from early on that I wanted to study and practice law. I figured it would be an adequate challenge to provide a fulfilling career path. After some research, I concluded that one of my best options was at Yale University in the United States of America. It was particularly fairly low acceptance rate, but I wasn't too worried. Currently, I'm in my last semester. Do you have any further questions? Because this guy's such a dork. Ugh. I feel like I'm talking to an automated robot. Amy, that sounds great. What is America like? Okay, yeah, this is definitely Japan. Which is pretty cool, I have to say. Blaze, well, it's hard to generalize. It's a very big country. But what impressed me was the contrast between big cities and the more rural areas of America. I also really like spending time at the parks. They were very pleasant. Okay, yeah, Gigi, I forgot to ask earlier, but have you made friends there? I'd love to get to know them. Little ball sack on a face. Oh, okay. Mike, he's not replying. Mike, that's probably a reply in and of itself. GG. Blaze did always have trouble making friends because of the low unapproachable he made himself. Okay, a little penis on a little face going like this. Blaze, I don't need any friends in America. I can just hang out online with you. GG. Oh, that's sweet. Lines. Mike, you know Amy, Blaze may seem very unfriendly and pedantic. I've never heard that word before. No, you know what? I'm not going to look it up. I want to get through this. Pedantic. Huh. Anyways, Mike. But he's actually very nice. He's always helped me with anything if I need help, and it's not just with studying. GG, yeah, he's a bit of a sush deer. Okay, I haven't heard these words. I feel a little stupid. I'm kind of stupid. But, that's beside the point. Oh, see? She hasn't heard it either. Amy, what is a sundir? I think the T is silent, so it's sundir? You know, someone who seems cold or harsh but gets warm and kind as you get to know them. Okay, so like blondes? It's not a shot at blondes. I swear. Okay, Mike. The one who says it's not like I like you or anything, baka. Okay, is that like, that's Japanese for dumb, right? Idiot. Blaze, I would never say that. GG, sure. Little ball sack on a face. I wasn't following the conversation at all. The reply just made me feel more confused. Yeah. Anyways, what about you, Amy? What have you been doing? Ball sack on a face again. Nothing as interesting as you three, says Amy. I am working at a convenience store to bridge the time until I'm sure what I want to do long term. That is a great idea. A lot of people look down on that shit. It's not cool. We all do things. I change out toilets still. I do it as a career. I make good money at it. I mean, really good money. So, anyways, GG, no worries. I'm sure you'll figure it out soon enough. Mike, yeah, it took me some time thinking about how to find out what I want to be a keeper. Yeah. Mike, there's no rush. Blaze, I wouldn't recommend wasting too much time either, though. GG. Face. I never got this stuff. Blaze, but I guess there's nothing wrong with you taking your time to make sure that you choose the right career path for you. GG, making another stupid ass emoji. Okay, Amy, there were a bunch of, they were a bit of an odd bunch, but they all seem like they're very nice people overall. Well, Blaze seemed a bit stuck up, and I trust Angie and Mike's assessments of them. They knew him way longer than I did. My stomach is rumbling. Right, I hadn't eaten anything since coming home. That sucks. Especially in Japan, because don't they eat out all the time? I don't know if they do. I would just see them online. Anyways, let's get to it. Amy, I will be AFK for a bit. I'll make myself something to eat. I'll see you in a bit. So a little wave with a ball sack on her nose. Mike, I should get something too. Be back in a bit. Okay. Man, that is a lot of reading. I'm getting a lot of good practice, though, which is great. This is very unconventional to what I normally play. Very. I hope there's something good that gets in here, though. It'd be nice to have some scary stuff. It says there's violence and gore in this, which is like right up my alley, as you guys know. But really, I always forget to turn off my fucking phone. Anyways, a software developer, a zookeeper, and a lawyer, they had all chosen really interesting career paths. Not really. Those are kind of really basic stuff, except the zookeeper. I can't help but feel bad about my lack of thereof. I have no idea about programming, but it seems too tough for me anyway, so I guess that wouldn't work for me. It is very time-consuming. I'm allergic to animal hair, so zookeeper would be out of the question. That would be a cool job. I don't know what you guys would think, but I think that would be a cool job. They don't get paid much, from what I understand, a lot of them. I'm also not smart enough to become a lawyer. Yeah, nobody likes them. Until you get in trouble. Sigh. Alright, what am I good at? Stocking shelves? I get out a lot more than that, I bet. I have a couple friends that are lawyers. Really nice people. Oh well, I'll figure it out eventually. Maybe they can give me some tips later. For now, I'll warm up some leftover risotto. That should improve my mood. I didn't know Japanese ate that. That's a very European type dish, isn't it? Italian. How late is it now? I'm here till 3 a.m. Yeah, sounds like me. There's still some time left till Liv wakes up. I wonder how well she remembers Angie, Blaze, and Mike. Okay. Now I think about it, how come the three of them are still awake? Maybe we should ask them when I get back to my laptop. Achievement unlocked risotto. I didn't really do anything besides read. Okay, here we go. I'm back with food and renewed motivation. Why are my headphones broken? The music sounds weird. Alright, it's gonna get good, guys. Alright, oh well. I was planning on buying new ones soon anyways. The music is still listenable. It just sounds a little distorted. I'll manage. Let's see what they've been chatting about while I was gone. Apparently nothing. They probably went on their own group chat. Right, I wanted to ask them how come they're still awake. Alright, I'm back. Welcome back, says GG. Mike, welcome back. Blaze, hello again. Amy, I've been wondering how come y'all are still awake. You're, y'all. I can't say it. Blaze, it's still early here in America, so it's a time zone difference in my case. Alright. GG, I have work off, I have tomorrow off, and I'm usually staying up late when I don't have to wake up early on the next day. Smart idea. GG, I also might have too much coffee, I almost might have had too much coffee and can't sleep. Mike, I had a late shit at the zoo. What? Mike. Okay. Okay, Mike. I had a late shit at the zoo. I don't know what he's talking about. Currently transitioning into being a night keeper. How does taking a shit... You must have taken a long ass shit, dude. If you're taking a shit that long. Shift. That's an embarrassing typo, says Blaze. This is why I tell you to double check your messages before you sending them. Mike, hung out with some of the owls. They're chill. Not a fan of the scorpions, though. They're active at night and scurry around. I don't know they have those at the zoo. GG, scorpions. Ooh. Amy, it's the same for me. I also work the late shift and stay up for a few hours after getting home. Alright guys, I gotta pause this real quick. Somebody's really wanting to get a hold of me, so I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Alright, Amy says, the main reason why I stay up late after my night shift is so that I can chat with Liv before going to sleep. Alright, Liv gets up very early, so that's the best time to catch up with her online. She's probably got Blaze's invitation as well. I assume she'll join as well once she's awake. Okay. GG, hey, I have an idea. If she keeps sending these sexual innuendos, I'm gonna quit replying to her. GG, how about we teach each other an embarrassing I knew it. Tell each other an embarrassing secret. That way we can get to know each other better. Blaze, that sounds like a dumb idea. Yeah, it does. Mike, I'm not sure about this. Yeah. Amy, I don't think I'd be able to come up with anything interesting. Amy, also I didn't feel like sharing secrets with half strangers, yeah. Even if they were past classmates. Why'd they have... I should have said where. Gigi. No, she's crying. Mike. I guess it's fine. Mike says, oh, please don't cry. Blaze. Alright. If Mike thinks it's okay, then I guess I'll play along. Gigi. Oh, yay, happy. Gigi. No worries. Amy, you can just pass or tell us something general about yourself. We don't know you that well, so that'll be totally fine. Amy. Alright then. I guess I'll just tell them something random about myself rather than an actual secret. Alright. I'll go first since I proposed it, says Gigi. You already know about my love for programming was at school, so it's not that much of a secret anymore. Instead, I'll tell you about something else. This is probably something unnormal, but it feels like... sometimes I feel jealous of other people. I guess I don't like this about myself because I don't want to have negative thoughts about others. This especially happens when people openly share things that they're passionate about. Probably because I never got to talk about my hobby openly. Mike, thank you for sharing. Amy, don't worry, feeling jealous sometimes is normal. Blaze, I agree. How do you deal with these feelings is what's important. Mike, you go next, Blaze. I'm still thinking. Blaze, alright. I'll share with you the worst day of my life. Mike, dramatic pause. Blaze, I got a C once in grade school. Oh, fucking boo-hoo. Gigi, ... Mike, ... Mike, I guess I'm coming from Blaze in this big confession. Blaze, you'll never understand my pain. Mike, whatever, I'm next. Mike, Blaze and Angie already know, but it might be a surprise to you. Amy, when I was in school, I did sports and took care of what I ate, but since finishing school, I kind of abandoned sports and I'm not that careful about eating healthy. Yeah, same. So I've gained some weight. I mean, I don't look much how I used to. He's like the whale in that movie. He's just huge. The keeper... anyways, that's a sad movie. I shouldn't make fun of that shit. Anyways, keeper job is physically demanding, but not enough to keep out my love for food. Yeah, I can relate. Blaze, I don't think that's really a problem as long as it doesn't affect your health in a major way. Yeah, Gigi says, yeah, it's fine. Definitely women out there who want the chubby underneath the muscular guys. Anyway, your turn, Amy. Amy, Mike, working at the zoo reminded me of something. It's not much of a secret, though. Alright, what are we gonna say? I've never been able to work at a zoo because of my animal hair allergy. But on top of that, I'm also allergic to iguanas. Fuck. Gigi, how do you even find out something like that? Yeah, like, weird. It's a long story. You tried to sleep with one is what you did. Gigi, I'd love to hear about it when we meet in person for the reunion. Downward vagina. Emoji. Anyways, it's my turn again. I guess I'll tell you something of somewhat of a follow-up to my last admission. It was this time when I felt suspiciously jealous. It was someone I knew into sprinting. Why did I hear sprinting behind me? I feel like I'm actually in a group chat, and this is freaking me out. Gigi, she was really passionate about it, and the topic of most of our conversation. Anyways, my attempts at changing the topic were usually unsuccessful. She was really good at running and definitely would have become a successful athlete. It was a bit painful to listen to her speak about her hobbies openly while being reminded that I couldn't talk about my own. But I finged a smile every time we talked and tried not to let it faze me. These are words I've never heard before. Eventually I had to find a way to vent so I wouldn't explode though. She got into eating ice cream, I bet. Well, I did something that I'm definitely not proud of. I ended up putting tacks into her running... Oh, you bitch! Oh. That was unexpected. I always saw Angie as a really kind person, yeah. I never expected her to resort to that, but I guess everyone has their dark side. And it seemed like Angie was regretting. I guess you could do stupid stuff when you're younger. Blaze, I assume it's my turn then. Then this time I'll recount something that I did more interesting to you. GG. Don't forget to split up your messages so it's easier to read. Yeah. Blaze, alright, then I'll try. Blaze, when I was very young, I knew someone that went on my nerves more than anybody else. He was lazy, got bad grades, was vulgar. Is he taking a stab at me? An overall unpleasant person. I got pretty decent grades though, I guess. And anyways, he followed me around. Always trying to befriend me no matter how much I declined. He really liked you, bro. Until something happened on a school where we went hiking up a mountain and being not very fit, hung back since a boy, to my detriment, wanted to hang out with me. He hung back as well. He kept passionately talking my ear off about something irrelevant. I don't remember what exactly. Well, he distracted himself so much that he slipped and toppled over the edge. He managed to grab a root and was protruding off the cliffside. Apparently, due to shock, he wasn't able to cry for help, but all he could do was grasp in desperation. The teacher and the other kids were ahead of us and hadn't heard what happened and kept walking on. There were several things I could have done at that moment. I could have grabbed his hand or I could have cried out to the teacher. But I didn't do anything. All I could think of in that moment was how little would be lost as if the boy would disappear. And so I continued walking, pretending that I didn't notice. The boy was profound dead at the foot of the mountain not long after. The teacher shouldered the responsibility, as she was supposed to watch us, but I didn't know. But I knew it was I was at fault. I still remember his face when he mouthed for help without getting a single word out. Tears in his eyes. Oh, I like this guy. I like him. GG, that's heavy. Mike, definitely a step up from the story about you getting a C. Oh, wow. I like this. Hey, Amy, is this really something that should be open and sharing with us? With me? This is very serious. I guess it wasn't like Blaze actively killed him, and Blaze was still young, but it was still a very extreme story. Oh my gosh. I thought it was going to be boring. It's starting to get interesting. Anyways. Mike, alright then. My turn again. Okay, I can use this. Sweet. My secret is a work-related, so please don't tell anybody. I don't want to get fired. Amy, sure. It wasn't like I knew where he worked anyways. Though I wonder if he should be telling me secrets that could cost him his job. Yeah, that's not very smart. I always keep my mouth shut when I'm on a contract. Mike, I often stay late at the zoo and after most of the others have left. And Mike, the ones working the night shift usually don't notice. This sounds relatively harmless so far. Mike, I'd often skip dinner when staying at the zoo so I'd get hungry at night. So eventually intrusive thoughts started to enter. I'd start to wonder what the animals at the zoo tasted like. Do you know that seals look chunky? But their meat has less than 2% fat. Also lots of protein. There are also indigenous people who eat parrots. I heard lots of people eating tigers somewhere. Anyways, these thoughts are troubling. I see the animals at the zoo as friends and family. And I think about eating friends and family is troubling. Amy ... You know, people have these thoughts. I think we all do. And we just don't say anything because it's fucked up. That's kind of weirding me out. The longer the secret is sharing going on, the more unsympathetic everyone seems. And the more uncomfortable I'm becoming. But I guess that's what happens when people start sharing their darkest secrets. Yeah. It's like 4 AM already. I should go take a shower. Yeah, my friends told me some stories, and it's a little disturbing. Amy, I'll be gone for a bit. Alright, see you later, says Gigi. Is there little sexual innuendo things? Oh my gosh. You know, I had a story one time, and I can't tell it because they'll know who I'm if they watch this. But man, It had me not sleeping for a night or two, because it made me think, what if I think those thoughts? Anyways, the more I think about it, the more I wonder as if what they wrote was true. Angie bullied and physically hurt someone. Blaze let someone die, and Mike is thinking about eating animals that he works with. Those are some pretty shocking stories. But would they be sharing them if... why would they be... But would they be sharing them with an almost stranger like me? Were they planning to prank on me? Achievement unlocked. I showered. Alright. Phew, that was nice. So, do I dare open the chat again? I suspect things have become pretty awkward after those confessions. Seems like no one had written any messages, new ones, since I left. Gigi, hey, Amy is back. There's something going on here. Mike, WB. Blaze, hello again. Huh, how could they tell I was back? Full chat doesn't even have online away or offline indicators. GG, alright. With Amy being back, how about we continue? Blaze, I'll volunteer to go next. I'd like to share an aftermath of what happened with the experience on that trip. Alright, I trust that you're familiar with the concept of natural selection. It's a term popularized by Charles Darwin. Yeah, I don't like him. The term natural selection oftentimes used mockingly whenever someone hurts themselves while doing something unintelligent. Sometimes it's said unintelligent actions even result in death. Well, duh. Alright, the boy's death I talked about might fit into that category. That got me thinking, what if instead of leaving it up to chance you were forced to said natural selection? Which would make less natural, of course, but if I were to do that, I wouldn't choose the affected randomly. I would use myself as a standard to measure and filter out the ones who are being a big marginally inferior to me. I like to be a good judge of a person's capabilities and whether they are justified in living. Wow. Yeah, this is shit you keep to yourself. So I gave it a go, and it was pretty successful. I would research them, come up with a challenge, and warn them of the consequences that would await them if they were to fail. And I thought it would be pretty clever consequences, if I might add. Swimmers don't succeed Swimmers who didn't succeed drowned. See, I'd be off this guy's list. And their arms and feet tied. Singers with their vocal cords ripped out. Cooks were cooked alive despite the challenges being rather easy. In my opinion, at least, few survived. The ones who did survive rose to new heights. Do you know Buremi? The bowler who... Buremi? The bowler who became famous for never missing a strike this year. There were also some commotion around him missing 2 fingers out of nowhere. You have me to thank for that. Oh my gosh, this guy's... Whoa. He was to have one of his fingers smashed to a pulp with a bowling ball for every strike he missed, but unfortunately missed 2. The first, he didn't believe my threat. The second was because he was too afraid of what would happen next time he'd miss. Quitting bowling was an option, of course. He'd lose more of his fingers if he did that. Smash, smash, smash. That reminds me of that guy. Using a bowling ball was a bit inefficient, but it did get the point across. Mike, nice. Yeah, I like Mike. GG, a bit brutal, but if it works, it works. Amy, what the what kind of twisted prank is this? GG, I'll go next. This has something to do with the girl who loved running I told you about. Well, putting tacks in her shoes wasn't the only thing I did. No matter what I did, she wouldn't give up running, so I tried everything. I put laxatives in her food before an important race. I spread nasty rumors about her, like how she smelled weird when she trained because she sweated so much. Eventually, I found one permanent solution to this problem. I invited her to a secluded part of the school building where no one would bother us, and pushed her down the steps. She wasn't hurt too badly. She only twisted her ankle. Fortunately, I had prepared a sledgehammer in advance. Holy shit. Oh my gosh. It was pretty heavy, but I managed to lift it. And shattered her legs. And brought the hammer down over and over. I could still hear the crunching mixed in with her screams. I love the look on her face when she realized that she'd never be able to run again. She of course tried to accuse me, but no one would believe her. There was no evidence, and I was like well liked by the teachers and students. So she called me a liar who was jealous of me and who probably just got into an accident and tried to frame me. That's when I got a taste for destroying other people's dreams. I felt similarly ecstatic when I stabbed the eardrums of a composer and peeled the skin off of a model. Oh! Ha! I'm getting nostalgic. Blaze, I can relate. Mike, very true, very relatable. This was beyond being a prank, this was sick. Mike, alright, let me tell you a story as well. I was at the zoo. There was this penguin that I got really close to. Hung out with him regularly, played a lot with him. It was really cute. He was probably my closest friend aside from Angie and Blaze. He also seemed really to like me back. None of the keepers were close to him as me. Whenever I entered his pen, he'd run up to me right away. He was also very sad when I had to leave. I had been very sad if anything ever happened to that penguin. One night, I stays in the penguin pen, and I had convinced me to sleep over. He had convinced me to sleep over? I was watching him sleep peacefully when the hunger came. ... I did it. I killed him and ate him. I don't like this shit anymore. Right then and there, raw. I was crying, but he tasted so good. Yeah, these people need to get off the meds they're on or get on some meds. Because, I don't know... these are a little far. Then I moved to Tapir, one of my best friends. The tiger baby I said myself I helped deliver. I ate them all while crying. But the sadder the death was, the better they tasted. Eventually, my curiosity transitioned from the animals to my coworkers. How sad would it be if I ate them? How tasty would they be? GG. Aww. Alright, this is screwed up. Very screwed up. They all have disturbing imaginations and I want no part of it. Also, what's up with my headphones? I keep hearing these weird sounds. Blaze, alright, I just remembered. Amy, what's this, your address? Location. What the... Amy, why do you have this? Blaze, I made sure to research everyone's address to be able to find a good meeting spot for them in the person event that most people would not object to. Mike, how about we visit Amy now that we're friends? Gigi, that sounds like a great idea. Blaze, I'm a bit far away as I'm in America. It might take me a few minutes. Huh? Alright, I've had enough. This is seriously creeping me out. There's no reason to keep talking to them while the other classmates have joined. Maybe we can make a new chat without those three. Maybe a message by Liv? I guess she's awake already. Hey, Amy. Hey, Liv. Have you also received a group chat invite from Blaze? They're planning a class reunion, but they're being very weird. An invite? Can't say I got one. Didn't Blaze say he sent out an invite to all of our past classmates? That's odd. But hey, this reminds me of an urban legend I read recently. It's about some scary group chat message stuff. Let me send you a link. There she goes again with those urban legends and occult stories. She really can't get enough of them. Alright, Twitter, Route Games. Not exactly in the mood for scary stories, but all humor live. ... Someone sent a message into the group chat. Gigi, we're here. Mike, we're here. Blaze, we're here. Oh my gosh! Okay, that was it, I guess. Wasn't really scary. That was just a lot of reading. And, yeah, I'll give this a go. I think this might be the only time I do this, guys. That was just a lot of reading, and my mouth gets really watery when I do this. I don't know why. But, yeah, you know what to do, and... yeah, a view, a like, a comment, even a subscription, all of them count. And yeah, I just wanted to do something again, you know, late this night. Get something out there, maybe something you can listen to. It's kind of like an ASMR type deal, like I said. And yeah, go to sleep to it, I guess. I don't know. Peace.